In today's show, Bitcoin price dips to test $48,000 springboard for potential new Bitcoin bull run. We just surpassed 50 Gs this morning. Once again, in today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis, including from crypto analyst Rec Capital and VJ. Also in today's show, breaking news, shop.com now accepts Bitcoin payments after a recent partnership with BitPay. That's right, the e-commerce portal is now offering the option to pay with Bitcoin, Ether, Dogecoin, as well as other major dollar peg stablecoins. Also in today's show, Bitcoin bull run sparks $180,000 Bitcoin price prediction ahead of institutional fireworks, as pointed out right here by Pentoshi. He says after we break 50K, 58 to 60,000 to follow, and above those highs, 3x seems reasonable, which is around 180,000 per BTC. And he also says we're on the verge of breaking out into that last range. And as Mike Alfred shares, a lot of large and important institutions bought Bitcoin over the summer. They will announce their purchases between September 7th and November 19th. Enjoy the fireworks. And Dan Hell is predicting a $475,000 Bitcoin price once Bitcoin flips gold. And Max Kaiser is sticking with his $220,000 year-end price prediction. And as pointed out here, Bitcoin returns over the last 10 years, 572,000 plus percent. Not too shabby, eh? And last week I covered a break-in story of Fidelity, one of the largest asset managers in the world, projecting a $1 million Bitcoin price in 2026, according to the stock-to-flow model, which they also project Bitcoin could rise as high as $100 million. And now they just came out and shared that one Bitcoin may be worth a whopping $1 billion by 2038. That's right, according to Jurrien Timmer, director of global macro at Fidelity. Timmer backed up his assertion with a 4-hour Bitcoin chart that combined the stock-to-flow model with his demand model. In Timmer's own words, Metcalfe's law holds that as the number of its users grow linearly, a network's value grows geometrically. I'll be breaking this down for you. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. I'm trying to get to 50,000 subs so I can be correlated with the Bitcoin price. Once again, to help support the show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and bell icon to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, BlockFi, the leading provider of financial products and services for crypto investors. Here's where you can put your crypto to work and earn up to an 8% APY with a BlockFi interest account. And their new flagship product is the sexy BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards Visa credit card, where you can start earning 3.5% back in Bitcoin on all your purchases within your first 90 days, then 1.5% back thereafter. To take advantage of this special offer, as well as receive up to a $250 crypto bonus with a deposit of $100 or more, go ahead and use my referral link in the description right down below, and let's start stacking those sats, yo. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. How's it going, crypto fam? Make some noise in the live chat, and we don't have any time to waste, so let's dive right in. Bitcoin briefly fell below 50,000 to retest support on Friday in a critical move for determining bullish continuation. And right here you can see the BTC 1-hour chart, which is looking bullish as a mofo. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed Bitcoin dropping to lows of 48,350 on Bitstamp overnight before recovering. Now that level represents an important zone to hold, according to trader and analyst Rec Capital, who shared on Friday that the success would allow a solid attack on resistance at 51,000 and beyond. As he shares here on Crypto Twitter, Bitcoin is still in the process of retesting this blue diagonal as support. Bitcoin needs to successfully retest this blue diagonal as support if it's going to springboard to $51,000 next. And beating out this resistance should lead to fairly swift Bitcoin price gains, given the lack of selling friction for much of the remaining $50,000 to $60,000 corridor. Quoting crypto analyst Mikhail Van de Pop here, to me, Bitcoin still has to break that $51,000 level here for further bullish momentum. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. We're not too far from doing so. Elsewhere, excitement was brewing about the bullish underlying metrics that had precluded the latest Bitcoin price run-up. In focus Friday was the hash rate, and the comeback of which has all but mitigated the impact of the May Chinese miner rout. And as VJ shares here, Bitcoin's hash rate recovery is perhaps the most bullish chart available today, not because price follows hash rate, but because it demonstrates the incredible resilience of the Bitcoin network, even against a nation state attack. That's right, so as the hash rate continues to climb, expect the Bitcoin price to do the same. Now, the hash rate, which joins difficulty in continuing its upwards trajectory, measured an estimated 129.2 exahashes per second, already up 5 exahashes per second from the start of this week, as you can see right here on your screen. And checking out the latest from Dan Held, he tweeted, Bitcoin will overtake the market cap of gold. I agree 100%. Only a matter of time. It's destiny, if you're to ask me. And when this happens, one Bitcoin will be worth $475,000 per BTC. Plan accordingly. Oh, I will. Also, Max Kaiser is sticking with his $220,000 year-end price prediction. Shout out to Max and Stacy of the Kaiser Report. Now check this out. Total returns over the last 10 years. Bitcoin is up 572,917%, while Tesla is up 15,000%. We have NVDA up 7,200%, Netflix up 1,600%, Amazon up 1,500%, Microsoft up 1,300%, Apple up 1,200%, Google up 975%, the S&P 500 up 356%, bonds up 35%, and gold trailing them all down 5%. I'm sorry, Peter Schiff, but numbers don't lie. All right, now let's break down our next breaking story of the day. United States-based e-commerce platform Shop.com is the latest such site to adopt crypto payments. The company, which is owned by Market America, announced its partnership with crypto payment service provider BitPay, which will allow it to accept payments in several cryptos, including the king of all crypto. That's right, the new partnership enables Shop.com users to select the BitPay option during checkout to pay via their crypto wallets, and currently users have the option to pay with Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ether, Wrap Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Litecoin, as well as 5 USD peg stablecoins. And describing the partnership as the next chapter in doing business, Shop.com president and COO Steve Ashley said that the BitPay integration is available in all the countries where Market America operates, which includes the United States, Canada, Australia, Hong Kong, Taiwan, United Kingdom, Singapore, and Malaysia. BitPay is used by companies usually dealing with fiat currencies to act as a gateway for crypto payments, and businesses such as Las Vegas's Auto Gallery and American luxury hotels, the Kessler Collection, signed a deal with BitPay to accept Bitcoin payments. And a recent study by the crypto payments provider revealed that both crypto holders and non-owners show clear interest in crypto payments. And as Cointelegraph reported, as many as 93% of responding crypto users indicated they would consider making purchases in crypto in the future, while 59% of those consumers who have never held crypto are interested in using it to make purchases. So there you have it. And before I break down our next story of the day, Bitcoin bull run sparks $180,000 Bitcoin price prediction ahead of institutional fireworks. And before we take this hit from the Hopium Bong and we discuss that one Bitcoin may be worth $1 billion by 2038, according to Fidelity. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting just under $2.3 trillion with $134 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And the current Bitcoin dominance is 41.4%, with the Ether dominance at 20.4%. Now checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have Solana leading the pack up 23% for the day and 69% for the week, trading at $138. IOTA up 23%, trading at $1.57, and Near Protocol up 19.5%, trading at $6.61. Now, which altcoins are you currently most bullish on during this bull run? Let me know in the comments right down below. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 74 out of 100 in greed, the same as yesterday. Last week was a 71, and last month was a 42 in fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Bitcoin made traders play a guessing game on Thursday as 50,000 looked increasingly shaky as new support. Well, guess what? We surpassed it once again here this morning as crypto is seeing a spectacular September thus far, at least, right? Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView track Bitcoin as it crisscrossed that $50,000 barrier after returning to it for the first time in almost 2 weeks. That's right, the largest crypto saw 4.5% gains on the day. These nonetheless beaten by 3 of the top 10 altcoins, which all managed over 7%. And against the largely positive background, traders were understandably bullish on Bitcoin's prospects, quoting crypto analyst Pentoshi right here. Bitcoin break above 50,000, then 58 to 60,000 to follow, sitting above the 200-day moving average, which is now acting as support. What is your price discovery plan above those highs? 3x seems reasonable, which is around 180,000 per BTC. You don't go to make new all-time highs for 10% gains. Verge are breaking out into that last range. That's right, as you can see right here in this chart. So yeah, $180,000 Bitcoin price is a curious prospect for many and beats even the more optimistic $135,000 minimal target set by stock to flow creator Plan B for the end of 2021. And quoting Rec Capital here, September has been a spectacular month for crypto thus far, and as Cointelegraph reported, the first 2 days of the month have contrasted sharply with historical norms for September, which has always been a lackluster month for the crypto markets. However, history doesn't repeat. It rhymes, and we're in a new cycle never seen before, and it is what it is. So looking ahead, institutional reporting may serve to make the coming weeks even more intriguing. That's right, as pointed out right here by Mike Alfred, a lot of large and important institutions bought Bitcoin over the summer. They will announce their purchases between September 7th and November 19th. Enjoy the fireworks. That's right, we're talking about massive institutional adoption. They're going to be making these announcements and expect the dominoes to continue falling, and it is what it is. Now let's talk about the altcoins. Among alts, Cardano's 88 token and Ether were likewise taking a break from bullish surges of their own. At the time of this recording, 88 had hit a new all-time high earlier in the day, while ETH neared now $4,000, its highest level since May. That's right, Ethereum is currently trading just under that $4,000 mark, up 25% for the week with a market cap of $462 billion, while Bitcoin is currently trading at $50,700 with a market cap of $941 billion, with Cardano trading at about $3 and Binance Coin trading at $493. And before I break down our final story of the day and we discuss Fidelity projecting a $1 million Bitcoin price in 2026, as well as taking some hits from the Hopium Bong and discussing a $1 billion Bitcoin price by 2038, according to Fidelity. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 900 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my daily letter, which goes out to over 30,000 subscribers every single day. Also have a blog I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsjest.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this, and help me get to 50,000 subs. I greatly appreciate your continued support. You can also follow me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes and Google Play. You can also follow me on crypto Twitter. My Twitter handle is crypto news. Yes, and of course you can follow me on Facebook, Telegram, and TikTok, so be sure to follow me there. All right, now let's take some hits from the Hopium Bong, shall we? One Bitcoin may be equivalent to $1 billion by 2038, according to Jurrien Timmer, director of global macro at Fidelity. Timmer backed up his assertion with a 4-hour Bitcoin chart that combined the stock-to-flow model with his demand model. In Timmer's own words, Metcalfe's law holds that as the numbers of its users grow linearly, a network's value grows geometrically. And also referring to the stock to flow price model, this was announced last week. I covered it. It was breaking news here in the show. Fidelity projects $1 million Bitcoin price in 2026, referring to the stock to flow model right here on your screen. The implication is that the utility value of Bitcoin will outgrow its operational network. This operational network encompasses buyers, sellers, exchanges, and ATMs. In addition, it also includes participating retailers, both directly and indirectly, and some leading organizations such as the Dallas Mavericks and AT&T. Rounding out this network are a few insurers, several banks, and a multitude of small businesses. Timmer's own demand model grows very slowly in proportion to the stock-to-flow combination supply model. The asset management director's demand model predicts that Bitcoin will reach $1 million by 2026 is what they previously reported. On the other hand, the stock-to-flow combination model forecasts a price between $1 million and $10 million by 2030. And my personal prediction is $1 million Bitcoin price by 2025, which is 1 year earlier than Fidelity projects. Now, Jurrien Timmer's demand model seems to historically represent the floor or the bottom of the price. The stock-to-flow model appears to be a better fit for the peak. However, the gap between both models widens significantly after 2030. One of the suggested reasons for the widening gap after 2030 is the change in the value of the dollar. That's right, money printer continue to go brrr. It's called quantitative easing, and as long as they continue to do that, the Bitcoin purchasing power is guaranteed to go up, while the US dollar is guaranteed to continue to lose its purchasing power. That's how Bitcoin could hit $1 billion because of the changes in dollar value. Timmer stated that the value of the dollar changes in relation to other assets. He further pointed out that $1 invested into stocks in the 18th century is worth about $4 billion of today's money. Holy moly! $1 invested into stocks in the 18th century is now worth $4 billion of today's money. Let that sink in. Gold, by this assumption, $1 million today would be worth $1 billion in 20 years' time, and changes in the dollar's value, especially depreciation, over several decades, render the same amount with less purchasing power. This is why huge sums back then appears less by today's standards. For instance, $1 million could purchase a lot of significant things a few decades ago. That's right, to put this all into perspective, what used to cost, let's say, $100,000 in real estate could easily be now over $1 million. There's also an increasing number of billionaires across the globe today. Some observers even believe that we may see the first trillionaire in this lifetime. That's right, run the math. Anyone who currently hodls 1 million BTC, once the Bitcoin price reaches that $1 million mark, which I project will happen in 2025, the first crypto trillionaire will be born. Let's go. The same applies to organizations, with several companies now passing the $1 trillion mark valuation. Now, Fidelity had previously pegged Bitcoin to hit 100 million by 2035 using the stock to flow model. Now, Jurrien Timmer also made those predictions back then as untested and uncertain. Timmer's predictions are he is not the only one with such lofty forecasts. Deutsche Bank also forecasts that Bitcoin will dominate by 2030. That's right. So what are your thoughts surrounding their bullish price predictions of Bitcoin to hit 100 million by 2035, as well as hit $1 billion by 2038, as well as hit $1 million, the seven-figure mark in 2026? Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments right down below. And now for a quick recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. Bitcoin price dips to test $48,000 springboard for potential new Bitcoin bull run. Also shared breaking news that shop.com now accepts Bitcoin payments after a partnership with BitPay. Also in today's show, we discussed the Bitcoin bull run sparking $180,000 Bitcoin price prediction ahead of institutional fireworks, as well as taking some hits from the hopium bong. As we discussed, one Bitcoin may be worth $1 billion by 2038, according to asset management giant Fidelity. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode. Katie Lux wrote, JV, always there, always with the bullish news in this crazy bull cycle. Huge momentum, and JV is with us every step of the way. Love your show, JV. One love, and love and peace every single day. Be sure to smash fam. This is one to subscribe for all your crypto news. As always, Katie, you're the greatest. I say it all the time. I appreciate all your continued support. Now this next comment comes from Ellen, who wrote, hi JV and all fam, catching your show right now. Glad to hear your voice. It's keeping me on track to keep going after this market. I believe, like Draper, that the blow off is going to be huge. Much love to all hodlers. See you all tomorrow. As always, I appreciate you. Ellen, you are amazing. And the third and final comment comes from Mark Davey, who wrote, September end will show massive supply shock. $65,000 to $68,000 end of October, $90,000 end of November, $125,000 to $140,000 December, and $200,000 end of January, $280,000 February end, $350,000 to $375,000. I love it, Mark, and I appreciate you sharing your Bitcoin price predictions to be featured in tomorrow's episode. Be sure to drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. As you know, Bitcoin is the glitch in the matrix. To help support the show and get me to 50,000 subs, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day. Also, be sure to use my referral link in the description right down below to claim your BlockFi Bitcoin rewards, Visa credit card. Let's start stacking those sats, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.